Hi ninjas, how are you doing? It's your girl Owamie aka Miss Fearful, returning back for our entertainment. If it's the first time your name is welcome, please do make sure that you're subscribed and obviously hit the bell. I absolutely love you. Now my ninjas, today we're actually shooting by my balcony. Okay, I just woke up and I just didn't want to do the whole lights and everything. However, there's a bit of noise out here, so I do have noise cancellation on. I hope that you guys will not hear the banging, but even if I was in the house, you were definitely gonna hear that, you know. But anyway, let's go ahead and get into this Chende. Happy Monday, by the way. Let's talk about the G20 summit that just happened this past weekend. When I tell you guys that South Africa was the safest this past few days, this really honestly to me just proved that the government has the capacity to can keep us safe. They just choose not to. That's the first thing that I'm gonna go ahead and just say, because like I've never felt so safe. It didn't matter which corner you were going to, guys. It didn't matter where you were driving to. Like almost every corner there were police officers. Like when I tell you guys that no one could even try and even like car hijack anyone. I saw that there were some guys that tried to hijack and they immediately got caught because cops were everywhere. Almost every corner there were cops, you know. Like this country was 1000% safe and secured. When I tell you guys that cops were the ones that were controlling traffic and robots, like what do you mean? It was not about nyaope, guys. The streets cleaned, proper clean. And I think, you know, this is the ANC that we would want. This is the ANC that we would want for ourselves. Like, not the rubbish that they've been doing, just looting money and not doing their work. And, you know, I felt like this time, like everyone was being held accountable. I did drive to Sentin Mall. I also drove to Edenvale. I drove to, you know, different places this past weekend. And guys, let me tell you, as I'm saying, almost every corner, it was cops, okay? Like things were just in order. And I'm just so proud, honestly, to say that. Now obviously you guys know that the G20 summit happened this past weekend, as I said, and you know, different countries, the presidency, they were actually here in the country. And this is the first time ever that a G20 summit is held in Africa, not just South Africa, but in African soil. And it was held in South Africa and it was a huge success. Everything went well, even though the US was not here because they tried to bully us, they tried to bully our president. And I do have to say I'm really proud of Cupcake, guys, because like wow, he really stood his ground. He put his feet down on the ground. As you may know, that next day is going to be happening in the US, and the US refused to participate here. They sent someone that was just they sent an ice boil to come and, you know, be handed over that the G20 summit is going to be happening in their country the following year. And Ramaphosa was like, we're not going to hand this important documents to an ice boy. You guys will go to the office and fetch it on Monday. So I guess they'll go and fetch it today. That is after that white woman went out there and stood and claimed that our president was running his mouth. Like such disrespect. But anyway, as obviously we're here, even Julius Malema, like literally, like, you know, he did congratulate, like, you know, Cupcake and the ANC for hosting the G20 summit and having it be such a success. We've not seen anything embarrassing until obviously I'm going to talk to you guys about this that just happened. They tried to embarrass us, but they did not make it. Okay, now with the G20 summit, of course, like this is something that is very important, and looking at the fact that this is the first time ever that is being hosted in African soil, which is South Africa, we did have some organizations that wanted, or you know, they were out there toying, right? They want their please heard. One of those were Dudula, who obviously was there because they want foreigners to go. And also I saw this other one, which is the dumbest thing ever. Like for me, that is the dumbest. I'm gonna go ahead and say this is my opinion. The dumbest rubbish I've ever actually seen. It was a black man that had a car that was branded Stop Farm Murders, and he also had a top, and he was basically toying, claiming Donald Trump. They lied. There's farm murder murders here in this country, blah blah blah. And how I felt that was rubbish, it was the fact that, number one, that's a lie. Like, that's a lie. Like, you gotta be stupid to believe that is not a lie. Unfortunately, in South Africa, we have a problem of crime. Our farmers and farm workers targeted in this country, 1,000% not. But of course, they're also going to be part of the people that are getting murdered, because everybody in South Africa is getting murdered. Like, there is no group that is not. We have women getting murdered, we have men getting murdered, we have children getting murdered, we have doctors getting murdered, we have principals getting murdered. The situation that just happened in Tembisa, which I think I'm gonna also report on that. Listen, everybody's getting murdered. So it's so unrealistic and dumb to expect that there would be such a high rate of murders that are happening in this country, but somehow it will just exempt farmers. Why? We're not saying it's right. It's not right for anybody to get murdered, but like in South Africa, we do not have a problem of targeted farmers. Like, that's my personal opinion anyway. And so, that for me just did not make sense. The cops were there trying to stop this guy, and I was like, actually, y'all should have just arrested him, not because he was protesting, but because he is stupid. Like, in my opinion, like, dumbness should get you arrested these days. Like, what? Freaking tired. Okay, but anyway, let's go ahead and get into Zandile, who actually got pepper sprayed.
Funa ukubona ukuthi laba bento eziready ukuthi bazoya nabo nale.
At the summit, at the protest, right? So I did see a video where she was saying that if anything happens, hold me accountable as their leader.
Where the people are, where the convoy is going to be parked. That's all that we are asking. And if anything goes wrong, you can hold me accountable for that. If there's any chaos or anything, hold me accountable for that.
And from what we are hearing, allegedly, there was a certain point where they were allowed to protest and show off like there's a line that is like, you get here, Jew is stopping shbubu, but her people chose not to. And I guess that maybe she must have been one of them, because why would they pepper spray her allegedly? There is a video that I saw, I'm sure if I get it I'm gonna post it, and you can see that she's even removing her lashes, cause eyes seem burning, and well deserved. Like, she proper deserved it. And that's my opinion. Let me tell you why. I'm someone that I do actually agree with the movement of Dudula. I really honestly do. I think there are certain parts about it that I don't agree on how they choose to handle certain issues. Do I believe that all foreigners should leave the country? 1,000% not. I don't believe there's any country that would actually exist and we do not have foreigners. However, do I think that there should be a control of foreigners in the country? 1,000%. I honestly do. That's number one. Number two, I wish in South Africa the corruption was not as much, so that if there's a foreigner that is coming into the country, make it easy for them to be documented. That saves us as a country a lot, because at the end of the day, whether you document them or not, they're still going to stay. So rather, make sure that those that have come into the country legally, make it easy for them to renew their documents. Those that came into the country illegally should be the ones that I personally do believe that they should go back and use the right channels to be able to enter this country. These people should be taking their fingerprints and everything, so that even if crime is committed, we're able to know who is the person. That's number one. If they are proper documented, they are able to get decent jobs, if obviously that's something that they want, which again, it's just a whole thing on its own, because again, if you look at it, South Africa is one of the highest unemployment rate in the world. So it's just a lot, right? I do honestly do agree with Dudula and their movement when it comes to certain stuff, not 100%, but for them to actually go and try and embarrass us in front of visitors, you deserve that pepper spray. Oh, she deserved it. Like, have manners. Know when we have visitors. So you're toying in front of foreigners that foreigners should go. Because the presidency of these different countries that were in the country for the G20 summit, are they not foreigners in the country at that time? Sometimes you just do too much. We stand with you, we support the movement, but no time and place. Okay? No time and place. Know that, oh, okay, actually we have visitors, so let us behave. Because I don't know what they thought that they were going to actually achieve, other than, you know, they knew that of course it was gonna make international news, because the whole world was basically eyes on South Africa, you understand? So reporters were there, everything from different countries, because of course the presidency were in the country and they want to know how the G20 summit was going. So I think that they were banking on knowing that, you know, this is something that was gonna go international and everything. And unfortunately what went international was her literally having to fix her eyes and removing her eyelashes because they don't shush her on. Okay, but anyway, I do want you guys to go ahead and comment down below what you guys think of this whole situation that actually happened. From Owamie Nature, I love you guys, stay blessed, and yeah, I'll see you guys in my next upload. Bye, ninjas.